So, last we left off, you guys were making your trek towards the mountains here in the Shadowfell. Super cheerful, happy place. Um, guys encountered some fun, spooky things like I believe last time you got a door standing in a field by itself with a dead raven nailed to it. You uh, also got some recent cart tracks that went off the road suddenly, and wolf tracks, but by the time you found the cart, it looks like it's been there for about a week, which does not match the freshness of the tracks. Um, and other fun things, such as a couple of uh, Kenku necromancers on their way that warned you of something big in the distance. They also warned that the mountains have rickety bridges. Who knew? But in between all this, you guys were able to rest and have some conversations. Eitri asked Tobias about what the deal is with suddenly turning into an owlbear during your encounter with the Sorrowsworn. All good things. So I believe we are picking up next to the abandoned cart. You guys decided to take one of the casks of wine. It's starting to get to be evening. I mean, it's always evening. But what would you like to do?
So you said it was getting close to evening time, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we should probably find a place to hunker down for the night if we're not traveling any further.
Yeah, did we move on very much from where we set up the campfire for the little kid? Or are we kind of still around there?
Oh, we brought that fire with us.
You brought the fire with you.
Okay.
You had the hero's feast. But you guys have moved on from that.
Okay. Okay. I guess we'll look for a nice flat spot. Are we doing the hut?
I feel like the hut is more inconspicuous than the fortress, and if I take the hour to cast it, it doesn't even count against spell slots, so.
Do we want
Sounds
to
good.
camp around the cart or?
No, we should probably put a little distance.
Yeah, I would feel a little comfortable with that.
Yeah, let's not set up right next to the creepy shit in this dimension. You know, for our safety.
I don't know if we're really able to find a spot that isn't slightly creepy, but one that was recently-ish under attack is probably.
Not ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of the outdoor competent people see a decent setup spot?
Roll a survival check.
Toby's got good
We're
survival.
wanting to look around.
My survival's kind of shit, so.
Yeah.
So perhaps
And isn't
Tobias?
Hawk competent at survival?
Let me pull up his stats, but I believe that
Tobias
Tobias.
is really good survival.
Yeah. Demir is going to give
About
Tobias a point of bardic inspiration. Just a little kiss on the cheek, like, you got this. Find us a
Ooh.
spot.
Affection for our good boy.
Okay. How much is the bardic inspiration die? Is it 1d8 now, or is it 1d6?
1d8.
1d8, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, time to roll that 1d8. 15.
15. You're able to find a small space, not too far from the cart, but a safe distance away. In a similar little grove.
Well, do we want to call it here, folks?
Yeah, let's set up the fire rock and chill.
Okay, Valk does Hubu Jubu for an hour to cast the spell, and bing bang boom. We have a magic little hut.
I love a magical little hut. What color
You
are you
know,
making?
Depends upon where we're at. Because while, everything's semi-gray, she's been, at least semi-cognizant of trying to choose a color that can, kind of disappear into the details of the area. Just,
Gray.
It's a boulder.
a little
like that
OCD.
boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
Nice boulder.
All right.
I mean, are there any other boulders around?
They're
Or is
starting
it just
to.
a random boulder in the middle of the clearing that we have made our hut to be?
There are starting to be some larger rocks and more rocky terrain the closer you get to the mountain.
Do you not believe in our perfectly round sphere of a boulder? Gosh, ye of little faith.
You know what? I'm going to use my lyre and cast Stone Shape and turn all the other boulders into perfectly sphere boulders.
Okay.
You know-
They all match.
Normal and fine.
Okay. It seems like a perfectly reasonable way to spend your time in spell slots.
Oh,
I mean, look, we gotta sit here for 10 minutes while Valkyria casts a spell. I may as well use that time to fuck around and find out.
God damn it, brain. Come on, you were just making the joke. Demir's ADHD gets the best of her. But yeah, speaking
You
of,
just need to ADD a little bit and get us some good landscaping around here. Just practicing.
speaking of wasting spell slots on useless purposes, I think it might be time to bother some people.
You
All
gonna
right.
truth your way through the Shadowfell?
Oh no, I'm not bothering you people. I'm doing irritating sendings to the usual victims.
All right. Who's up first?
Since, wait, haven't we slept since the last combat?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I did not unmark my spells. there we go. I want to at least bother the asswipe from the Docktown still. And I feel like someone else should get a little bit of loving. Is there anyone else that we want to pester?
Mm, who haven't we contacted in a while? The archivist, maybe?
There's Commander Stone if you want to get your stepdad's fishing license revoked.
Yeah.
She's not that dumb.
You could update the place where we got you that new fancy sword. I don't know if they care.
Oh yeah, Whistling Torrent. I'll send a quick update to Whistling Torrent. I'll send just loud buzzing noise to that one cleric of Assholery.
Which
And
cleric?
the one that she has beef with from the
Oh,
Docktown.
Okay.
I don't know. I might come up with something else later.
All right. Master Whistling Torrent speaks of a creature from the abyss that the temple put down. And the one priest guy just fucking ignores you.
Yep. This is for me. And Valk checks in with Lish, kind of strategizing when they should inoculate against the Shadowfell again, or if they could make it until they're out of the Shadowfell to do another round of decursing people.
I think we're probably okay for the moment because we've done it 2 nights in a row. I think maybe we wait for the next night or two.
Yeah, at least give it a couple nights. We might be out by then.
Yeah. We'll just keep an eye on it
Yep.
if we're feeling extra dour.
Well, we could always Zone of Truth check in with everyone.
I don't know if that's necessary.
That feels very toxic.
Therapy with no lying.
That's not therapy. That's forced interrogation.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's all that Valk has.
All right. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to accomplish before heading to sleep?
I don't think so. Just cuddling up.
Yeah.
All right.
The only thing Demir would have been last session, which is just to tell Toby that she was very proud of him for how he handled himself as a werewolf bear, but that was just a little moment. Just like, oh, you did so good. And that's it.
He did his best.
He did so good. She's so proud of him. But yeah, that's all she
Alright.
wanted to do.
Watches.
Probably the same as usual.
Tobias will take first watch.
All right.
Volk can take a turn, keeping the non-sleeping people company during their wakeful hours.
Okay. Those of you that are taking watch, perception checks, please.
Yeah, Volk doesn't see shit.
Tobias got a 17.
I got an 11.
6.
Tobias, at one point during your watch, you can see a figure moving in the distance. You can't really make out any details, but you can hear the soft, kind of sad tune of a flute as they walk.
Intriguing. Tobias ain't gonna do shit about it. He's not falling for those tricks.
All right. Later on in the evening, Lish in the distance, you also see the person with the flute has moved on, but you notice someone that seems to be wearing the dark clothing of a mourner seems to be observing your general direction.
Wondering what the fuck is going on with all of these round ass boulders. I'll just keep an eye on them, see if they come closer or do anything interesting.
No, they just seem to be watching you.
Like they can see us?
Hard to say. There's a veil covering the face.
Sorry, I accidentally pressed a button on my keyboard or something, and it just made Zoom shit itself.
You good?
Isn't that Zoom's natural state of being?
Zoom is part of the enshittification of the internet, so probably. Nothing. Does the veiled figure wander off, or does it hang around?
It seems like you blink and the figure vanishes.
Ugh. Don't like that. That makes Lish kind of hyper aware for the rest of his shift. Just like, what the fuck?
All
Is
right.
it behind us? Is it on top of us?
All right. You guys come to consciousness in the morning. The evening passes apparently without incident.
Nobody's dead. That's a success.
Well, no one in the bubble anyway.
Exactly.
Underground.
All right.
Bulk has realistic, attainable goals. Nobody dies right now.
So, you begin to continue on your way, and as you're getting closer to the mountains now, the jagged shapes reaching up towards the sky are getting closer and more clear. Right in your path, there is it starts to get kind of foggy.
Oh, foggy. Do we hear anything?
Roll a perception check.
Let's see. I got a 22.
You don't really hear anything.
Hmm.
Fog.
Here. Is the fog magical?
I mean, is the fog magical? What
A
do my
little?
magic eyes see?
There are little flickers of illusion magic in it,
Mm,
but the fog itself is not an illusion.
Okay,
Well,
that
the fog
answers
is-
that question.
the fog is real, at least.
Nor summoned by something, as far as we can tell. Just bog standard creepy fog.
I could make
Bog.
another fog cloud. We could have even
Bite.
more fog.
Me
Bite
too.
fog with fog.
I pull my egg out.
Does Valk have any sort of cloud summoning?
Does she?
Don't think so.
Alas.
I could cast a wind wall to try and dispel it.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. There might be something creeping out there.
If there's illusion in the fog, it's probably a trick of some sort, so I will use my lyre to cast wind wall, and I want to see if I can like basically create a little corridor through the
What
fog.
level is wind wall?
Uh-oh.
It is a 3rd level spell. I can't upcast it.
You're able to make just small little corridor very briefly before the fog just seems to roll back in.
That's fog for you.
It goes past my concentration. I can keep up concentration for a minute.
It goes past your concentration.
Damn. All right. Yeah, okay, that's definitely magical.
Or at least it's being produced by a magical effect.
We should probably hurry along our way. See if we can't get a slightly higher point.
Is it a low-lying fog?
No,
It goes all the way up?
seems to go up pretty high.
Well, then my thought is maybe we should temporarily swap to flying mounts, since this fog will provide cover from the creepy Shadowfell birds, but also it'll keep us off of the ground in case if this is a ground-based anomaly.
It's not a bad plan. Do we know where we're
Paranoia.
headed?
Does anybody have a compass?
though?
Do we really want to be on the air if there is illusion flying around? That seems like a recipe for falling off.
No, stay closer to the ground than not. I think we should just keep going until we get somewhere. I mean, we're still out in an open plain. I mean, from before the fog came in, it looked up pretty flat still.
I mean, you're starting to reach an area that has more
Bouldering.
boulders and cliff. Like not like high cliff, but at least inclines.
Well, we can try and reach the cliff area. Once it gets too hard to traverse, we can do owls. And
How
we
long
can
does
even have the
expeditious
extra-
retreat work?
We can even have extra owls as security.
That's not a bad idea. Expeditious retreat. No. What's the spell that makes everyone faster?
Hmm. Haste.
It's just on one person.
As is expeditious retreat.
I mean, I do have Paths Without a Trace prepared if we feel like there is something in fog that might be hunting us.
Well, the nice bird folk did say that there's something nasty up ahead. And I'm inclined to be cautious when a Shadowfell Desinan says something nasty is up ahead.
I think I can tell what is an illusion or not in the fog.
Paths Without a Trace lasts for an hour, so we could at least use it to get through a good chunk of this area.
Group up, cast Pass Without a Trace to give us a better chance of avoiding whatever's in there. I'm very much not against it.
We gotta baby chain ourselves through the fog so we don't lose each other. Baby chain, baby chain.
Okay. I think that sounds like a reasonable plan.
Okay. Are you going with the flying method? Or are you just
I think Pass Without a Tracing ourselves and continuing to climb.
Yeah, continue to remain on the ground until we get to more cliff area, I think.
Sorry, a squirrel just jumped outside my window. If you guys are going stealthy, I would love for everyone to roll a stealth check. And I will pull up Eitree's.
Stealth check plus 10 with Pass Without a Trace.
I will roll for Hawk and Aaron as well.
Tobias got a 20.
19. Okay. How did Tobias get a 20?
It's the plus 10.
Yeah, no, I thought he was stealthier than that.
He only has a plus 4 to stealth. He rolled a 6.
I got a 32.
Okay. So you got a 22. Let me pull up Hawk.
29.
All right. Thinking about loading for Hawk. Hawk's got a 32.
That was with disadvantage, correct?
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 19 and a 20 for him.
Oh, we were rolling at disadvantage? Shit.
No, just for Hawk.
Heavy armor.
Funky armor.
Okay.
And then for Aaron.
You know, just the heavy armor boys watching out for each other.
Aaron got a 23. Okay. You guys are feeling pretty confident in your ability to move through the area unseen. You feel like certainly the existence of the fog is assisting you a little bit. But I'd like for everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And I am keeping I'm keeping my eyes out for any illusions and anything that's clearly magical.
Okay.
22 for Lish.
Okay.
Tobias got an 11 for wisdom saving.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right there with fucking Tobias. I got an 11.
22.
Okay. Let me quickly roll for the people that couldn't be bothered to show up.
I know Aaron at least would have a +3 at the moment. Oh, and then Hawk has his own +3. Durr.
mhm. Let's see. Math. No one told me there'd be math in this game. Then Aaron. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for still letting us game, even though we're down a couple people.
They'll show up when they show up, maybe, hopefully. Okay, Aaron's good. Hawk is not. Okay. So, there is something about the very nature of this fog, which seems to be a natural occurrence, that kind of seeps into the minds of several people within your group. Tobias and Volk, would you guys mind just real quick describing your deepest fears?
Oh boy. Toby, would you like to go first, or shall I?
The fog manifests your worst nightmares as an implacable threat, visible only to you. You will also note that Eitri and Hawk are also affected, but they're not gonna describe.
Tobias's worst fear would be waking up back at his parents' house and realizing that nothing ever actually changed.
That is where you find yourself right now. You were small
Fuck!
and young at your parents' house, and you realize that everything you have experienced or believed to have experienced is just a dream.
Tobias is gonna draw his sword. He's looking for his parents in this house.
Oh no. Baby Toby on a murder spree.
Done.
You know, they're there. Your mother is over by the cooking pot, and your father, you can hear the sounds of him in his workshop.
Tobias sees his mother again for the first time in fucking years, it feels like. And he just has this intense feeling of rage. And he takes a swing. He goes to slit his mother's throat.
All right. I would love for you to roll a d6 for me.
Yeah, baby, let's do this. Let's cause problems on purpose. That's a 3. Who am I hitting?
You are going to be hitting. Looking at things. Lish. Roll to hit.
Womp.
Oh, baby. Roll into hit. Woo! That was a nat 1 plus 9 for a 10.
Your mother seems to kind of just jump out of the way, and she looks at you with such hatred.
Tobias growls between his teeth. The feeling's mutual. And he'll go to swing again. He's going in. He's fucking fighting for it.
Roll the hit.
He's putting this bitch in the ground, whether he... Oh my god, I thought that almost landed on a 20. Holy shit. I don't want to kill Lish. That's a 23 to hit.
Kill him.
So 23 to hit?
23 hits me, yes.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Like, we
Piercing
didn't need to give Toby any more trauma around hurting people he loves.
Yeah. 7 damage.
Don't worry. All right, Lish, mark that down.
Someone fucking knock him out.
Your mother just, it's strange because the sword seems to pass right through her. She looks at you. Says, "You were always such a disappointment."
What was the damage again?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't very high damage. At his mother saying you're always such a disappointment. Tobias says, I'll show you how much of a disappointment I am when I rip out your jaw and nail it to the door.
Okay. You all
Are we like? Is this happening in real time? Can we do anything about this?
I will note at this point that Ichiri lets go of your little daisy chain and starts walking away into the fog.
Fucking hell.
No.
Valk, please do me a favor and describe your worst nightmare.
Well, there's one of two options. Either it's crying over everyone dying at the hands of the indefinite again, or, take a page out of Toby's book and have a traumatic experience with Lawkeeper Dorboslav.
Oh, don't be silly. Both things are happening at once.
Oh, wonderful.
As I said, it's your worst nightmare. Everyone's dead.
Dobroslav has been resurrected and by the indefinite to fight me, and everyone has died.
Yep.
And oh my god, is Valk gonna start swinging too?
Oh my god.
This is great. Eitri goes walking off into the mist. Tobias has a 180 of his personality, where going from meek tall walking cell tower to I'm going to murder you and I'm going to enjoy it.
Hawk is just standing in place, like, just completely frozen.
Turned into the robot he is. And anyway, who do I get to attack?
Roll a d6.
This is
Aaron
how it
would
ends.
make
We just kill each other.
Aaron would make the most sense since he's on Slippy with me, but I rolled a 3.
3. Let's see here. You're going to attack Hawk.
Well, okay then.
Oh, good timing. Hold on.
Oh yeah, sure. Go for the robot who's currently fucking stationary. Who's having an
Welcome
aneurysm.
in, Hawk. What's your AC? You're getting attacked right now.
By Volk. Also, Hawk.
Tobias is trying to kill Ish.
I will ask you to, in a moment, once we get your AC and Volk kills you, to describe your worst fear. You're muted.
Thank you. Zoom is smart and mutes me on entry so I don't accidentally say stupid shit while I'm getting set up. I need to load the game.
Instead,
I
you
think
have to
his
make
AC is 18 or something. I'm going to double check to make sure. Because I can also spend a spell slot to boost it by 4.
one, you're probably not aware enough to do that. And 2, it probably won't be enough.
Probably.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, if it's reflexive, he could counter that.
It is a
Anyway,
reaction.
Hawk, you are under the effect of a magical thing. You are witnessing your deepest fears, your worst nightmares manifested in front of you. Do you think that you would have the awareness of this?
I don't think I would, so no, it's 18.
yeah, so Valk launches off of Slippy, and it's just like, you will pay Dorvislav for harming my friends, and proceeds to try to spear Hawk. Well, I don't need to do math since I rolled an 18 on the die. So unless if you have an AC of 29,
Yeah, no, there you go.
yeah, okay. So there's the first hit. I'm operating at peak efficiency, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are technically considered frightened, but you are reacting how you would react to the indefinite and Dobrosov murdering all your friends.
Okay, I'm sorry about this, Hawk. This is
Oh,
gonna
dear.
sting.
I'm gonna get smote several times, aren't I?
Yup. You are gonna get as smote as hard as Valk's biggest enemy has just slayed her friends, so this is the first volley. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yep. That's the right amount of dice. Let's see. And, I rolled about maybe a little above average. 10, 20, 30 points of damage for the first strike. Do you need to separate the damages into radiant and piercing?
I don't have damage distances of any kind, so not any that would be relevant here, I think.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Because I do have some.
Yeah. Well, you're an Aasimar and you've got a feat or another that helps with that. I do not. I have either of those, so.
7 plus 11, so you said 18. So you got attacked once, so you can probably shield on the second one if you wanted.
I don't think that Hawk would because of what his greatest fear is.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's smite number 2. Ba-ba-ba-ba. 10, 22, 29 for the second smite. And of course, my little bonus action. Oh, I forgot my strength damage, so an additional 12 to what I've already told you.
Ah, gotcha. 29 and then 12.
And that's 21 for the third.
All right.
Oh, and I rolled well this time. 10, 20, 32, 38 for the third volley of dice.
Wait, so 29 from the second attack? And
yes.
Then there was the 12 strength damage that you missed. Where did the 21 come from?
The first attack.
Oh. Well, we re-add that then.
3 attacks.
And you said how much for the third one?
Fucking hell. 30 something. 10, 20, 32, 38.
38, thank you.
Well, the good thing is when you fall, she'll then start crying over her fallen allies. So.
It's okay, he's alive with 44 HP.
Cool. Hawk, could you please describe your worst nightmare?
Oblivion. After everything that he's been through, after everything that he's done, Hawk's greatest fear is fading to nothing.
Cool. All right. So would it be safe to say that you just stand there,
I think he is frozen in fear, perhaps even blind, as he perceives nothing around him.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? You saw...
Can I do
getting fucking
yeah, you
stabbed.
Just Tobias turn around and start stabbing Lish and saying that he's going to nail his jaw to the door.
Jesus fucking
he
Christ.
just walked away. Falk is stabbing Hawk, and Hawk is just standing there.
Okay, question. Am I within 10 feet of Volk and Hawk and Toby?
Well, you were in a daisy chain, so I will say that you're probably yeah.
Okay, fucking hell, I am going to try and charm all of my fucking friends. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. Wisdom is Hawk's second best save, so I'm gonna hope that he fails. And we still get the bonus from Paladin Aura too, I imagine. So
Fog, that's a 7.
I've never been so glad to fail. Wait, am I supposed to be adding anything else to? Paladin Aura probably.
It's just a whiz save, right? So should just be.
Yeah.
Avery, don't fuck me over. Nice try.
Do you really want to be rolling successful dice for
that's rolling? That's fair, and this is a good omen and a bad omen simultaneously. Good, it's got a 15 base, and that's 23 total.
It is true. We are under the effect of Hero's Feast, which immunizes us to fear, doesn't it?
Thus, I'm not making guys run away.
Fair enough.
So anyone who rolled under 19 is charmed by me. And Demir is just like, Jesus fucking Christ, stop! I don't know who that is, but stop! Does it work?
Tobias begrudgingly freezes. Well, does the charm stop the effect? Does it break through? No. It doesn't?
It doesn't stop the effect, but you hear the voice of the Demir in your mind. as you look up at your mother's sneering face.
Tobias is like a dog on a leash that is very bitey.
Can I take the moment of Tobias's hesitation hearing Demir to smash his face with my hand and cast a spell?
Sure. Are you trying to like smash as in like break his nose, or like are you just gonna like poke?
I'm just not being gentle about going and touching him.
Sure. You can cast.
I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration.
Okay. You cast Greater Restoration. Tobias, you take 20 points of psychic damage, but you are more aware of your surroundings
now.
Lish is bleeding.
Yeah, Tobias staggers backward after getting, like, hit in the fucking face.
Bloody handprint on your fucking nose.
His nose probably bleeding a bit from the 20 psychic damage that he took.
Whoops.
It's like blinks his eyes and like panning heavily and stuff as he's still adrenaline high and like looking around, seeing a bleeding Lish. He's like, "Where is she?
Where the
fuck is she?
Fuck is who?" Lish is gonna like look around him like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Her, my mother. She was right here.
Not here.
What?
Lish is like gonna turn his head towards where I'm sure there's a bunch of clanking going on as Valkyria is destroying Hawk, and just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, did my charm break through Valkyria's?
Yes, you commanded her to stop, and so now you have Vault just kind of going chunk, chunk with her spear.
Valkyria, this only lasts until the end of my next turn.
But so Valk's spear and shield going chunk, chunk while circling Hawk, making the crow "I'm hunting you" clicking noise.
How far away? I mean, we're not that far away from each other. We are within baby
pretty close. The only one that's far away right now is Eitri.
Within 10 feet, yeah.
Lish is gonna focus on Hawk. Has Hawk fallen down, or is Hawk still upright? Is Hawk like visually?
I mean, yes, he's visibly hurt because Valkyria stabbed him and smote him 3 times. But
Lish was not paying attention to what was going on.
He's probably got at least one gash in his armor right now.
Okay, and Valk is menacing him, so Lish will just be like, Valkyria! Does she seem to respond at all?
Nope, because she is in her hellscape, and the only reason Demir made it through is with magical aid.
I guess if Lish is able to, he's going to get over to Valkyria and smack her in the feathers and do another restoration.
Great. You cast Greater Restoration. Valk, you take 27 points of psychic damage.
Woo!
But you are now aware that you are circling Hawk.
What is going on? Lish is like looking around for threats in the fog.
Where is Dovoslav?
Hawk, it doesn't seem to be aggressive, right? So
he's completely frozen. Since your passive perception is high, I'm going to say that you can tell that it's in fear.
Okay. Lish is seeing
just like
that
because since he doesn't have body
there.
language.
I think Lish is noticing that Eitri isn't there because his perception's high enough. Just be like, where the fuck is Eitri?
What? Demira looks around and only finally now notices that someone pointed out that her brother is not there and just, shit! She's shouting out into the fog.
Where did he go?
I do have it prepped. I would like to locate object Bat Guano. He knows Fireball, right?
Would Volk know that takes...
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Look for his robe instead.
Oh, yeah.
No, he does not.
But he would have a bunch of recognizable objects on him.
You know that he fashioned his... Right? You know that he has fashioned his spell book into a little backpack.
Okay, locate object backpack. Backpack.
Little Eitri Dora the Explorer going off into the fog.
You are able to get a ping more or less northwest of where you are. It's not moving at the moment.
Are we in reduced light?
Yes, it is dark.
Then I would like to do Steps of the Night, at which point Volk floats into the fog about 5 feet and proceeds to fly after our good friend Eitri.
All right. You're able to find Eitri with the assistance of the locate object. Just kind of sitting on the ground, hugging his knees to his chest, just staring at nothing.
Aw, baby. We're all baby chaining along, and if Hawk isn't coming along with the baby chaining, let's just kind of push him and see if he can't encourage him to walk with them.
I guess I could try Lesser Restoration doesn't do.
Lesser Restoration doesn't help with this kind of thing, no. Oh. You need Lish's Better Restoration or Dispel Magic?
I also have Dispel.
I have an idea. Could I surmise that this is a charm effect?
Is it a charm effect?
This is not a charm effect.
Okay,
sure
never mind.
Effect.
Well, I have both End Charm or Fright.
I could see if Dispel Magic works. I have that prepared. I can...
Oh, I have that prepared too. I'll drop a Dispel Magic on our good friend, Eitri.
See if it does anything. No.
Dispel Magic didn't do anything.
Okay.
I only have Lesser Restoration, so that won't do anything.
What about Remove Curse? Wasn't that what you were trying out the other day?
I specifically prepped that spell for that. I don't have it currently prepped.
When Demir sees Eitri, she is going to run over to him and hold on to his hands and cast Charm Person to see if that will pull him back.
Okay. What's the DC for that?
19.
I'm assuming that's Charisma saving throw.
Yeah, Wisdom saving throw 19. He's probably wide enough.
He succeeds on his save.
He saves? Ah, shoot.
Well, we could always just take him with us and hope it wears off.
Demir is going to look over at Lish? Like,
Lish is like trying to see if he can't get Hawk to move. With like if he's like pulling and coaxing at Hawk, like
I don't know if that would break
Hawk
the charm.
move?
If it doesn't, I mean, either way you can get him to move. Like, but he's not going to be doing that of his own volition.
No, he's pulling on Hawk.
Yeah.
Does Hawk go with him?
I think so. I
Okay,
don't
so
feel like he'd
we're-
be like completely locked up. More just like
Okay,
unresponsive.
that's fine. I just need to know that we're following the baby chain towards Eitri. So we're
Yeah,
we're
no,
following the
totally.
baby chain towards Eitri. Demir
I
looks
mean-
at Lish is like,
You can coax Eitri to kind of walk with you guys if you like.
Or, you know, Val can just pick him up.
I don't have a ton more of these greater restorations that I can do today, so
Let's get somewhere safe before we create a restoration either of the comatose people.
can we hunker down and get like a fire going?
You exit the fog.
Yes, we exit the
Yes,
fog.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. So about a minute after you guys exit the fog, still heading towards the mountain, Hawk, you take 30 psychic damage, and each of you takes 28 psychic damage as they come out of their stupor.
Real quick question, because I didn't actually check. Did we still have the temp HP from Hero Feast?
We did, yeah.
Okay, cool. So Hawk isn't at single-digit HP.
You're at
Mhm.
11 instead of
14.
What? Oh, 14 instead of 4.
Yeah.
When you
Hawk
come,
is holding his robo guts.
when Hawk comes to, Valk will be like, "Hey, sorry, bud. Here's some hit points, and get 40 HP of lay on hands, and you can also have 18 healing hands."
Oh, thank you. I need to add 18 to 54 real quick. Hang on.
50, not 54. Wait, what?
54 is his current HP, and I'm adding 18 to it.
Yes, sorry.
That is... I didn't want to rewrite that with 18. Oh, no. There. Now he's back to about half. The first... Is Lish still, like, dragging him along?
He would be until further notice.
Yeah, fair. So, like, the moment that, like, his vision sort of clears and, like, he realizes that he is, in fact, still here, the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna latch onto Lish probably a little closer and tighter, just like...
Aw, hugs.
something close to it.
Paint me a word picture.
I don't know. I only woke up recently, and I was in a vaccine stupor yesterday. So,
what kind of sweet caresses can Lish expect?
this is less of an affection hug and more of a like, oh God, thank God I'm not alone kind of hug.
Probably more of a you just saved me from falling off a cliff. I'm like clutching at you so I don't fall off again sort of vibe. Sure. Lish is just like dragged down a little bit by Hawk's weight, and he's just like, "Are you back with us, or is this your attempt at trying to attack me?" And he kind of like puts his hand on your chest a little.
Sorry, and he retreats away.
Kind of peers at you a little under his brow, like, "Are you back with us, or in a dream?"
I think I'm back.
You think?
What happened?
Lish kind of puts his hands on his hips, like, I don't know.
Valk basically is like, yeah, no, a few of us did not react well to the magic of the fog.
I thought I died.
Well, that explains why you froze up. I didn't freeze up, and sorry about that, by the way. Cast the healing.
Yeah. It's only then that he realizes that his armor is kind of just like spear gashed a little bit. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. I was waiting until you were back with us before using resources, since a fair bit got used to deal with the fog.
Is everyone else okay?
You got the worst of it physically.
I guess that's a relief.
Yeah, I suppose it's better that I went after you as opposed to one of the squishier members of our troop.
We should keep going.
Yeah. How is Itri doing?
Yeah, that was about to be my next question. Demir probably was the one coaxing him out of the fog, and she's just got both her hands on his to pull him.
Tree is he's gone quiet and he looks kind of embarrassed that he fell under the charm effect. Well, not charm effect, fear effect.
Demir is not letting go of him for a hot second. She's not letting go of him until she is confirmed that he is back to his right mind. So she's just pulling him.
I am fine. You don't have to worry about me.
Not going to go running off again?
Not on purpose.
Do we have to tie a leash around your waist?
Why don't you save that for your partner?
Demir is going to look back over at Lish and Toby. And just... They're fine.
As I am I. You do not have to worry about me.
Fine. Demir will let go.
He's doing the teenage, like, kind of standoff thing.
Yep, 100%. And Demir just kind of like giving him the little size up. Absolutely standing a little on the balls of her feet, so she's a little taller. And then she's going to walk back over to Lish and Toby and check in again.
Lish is finding the nearest boulder to go and sit heavily on.
You notice that the boulders in this area are a little rougher and sharp in some places. I wouldn't recommend it.
He cuts his whole ass.
His ass!
That's his best feature.
Fine. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
It's Mike Myers disguised as a boulder. Lish will sit down and he'll just kind of be like, look at his wounds. I mean, I think that he's okay as far as getting stabinated. He didn't.
Yeah, Tobias only got him once.
Yeah, he didn't go down past his temp HP, so he's honestly okay. And so he kind of like looks at himself and things are... There was some blood, but it's fine.
Okay, you didn't lose any of your non-temp HP.
Yarp, I didn't.
Okay, then never mind.
Still have 3 temp HP, so Lish is just gonna kind of like sit for a second though. Just be like, oh god.
Yeah,
Once
Demir
they've
will.
left the fog and stuff, and the effects have faded, and Tobias like fully realizes what's happening and things, his anger fades really quickly into like horror and guilt. Like when he approaches Lish and stuff, he is stammering through multiple apologies and like looks very remorseful about what happened. And Lish can see his hands are, the tremors are going full through his body this time, and it seems like he was close potentially to just straight up transforming to try and get at whatever it was he was seeing.
Mm-hmm. Lish will kind of hold his arms out, his hand out towards Tobias and kind of gesture him to come and sit. And just lets Toby come and sit by him and holds his hand.
Tobias won't sit next to him, he'll kneel down in front of him.
God.
Lish will pull Toby.
Like a dog begging for forgiveness from his master.
Lish will like pull Toby in so he can hug him from where he's sitting. Just kind of like rest his chin on top of Toby's head.
Tobias lets him do it, but he's very tense. Like he's hesitant to touch Lish.
Mm-hmm. Lish will just hold him. Just rub his back in his hands until he seems to relax at least a little bit.
Yep.
Demir will come over and join the two of them, and she'll sit kind of on a rock, like somewhere nearby, and sort of reach over and make sure that Lish is okay, and put a hand on Toby's arm as well.
Lish will kind of tilt his head so his cheek is on top of Toby's head and just be like, "Is Eitri okay?"
Irritating as always. He's fine.
He'll just kind of nod.
Are you?
No worse for wear.
Tobias?
Tobias doesn't say anything. His eyes are closed. It looks like he's just focusing on calming down.
Demir will let him have his silence and just kind of scritch her hand across his arm a little, since Lish's face is in his hair. I've never seen you so mad. What were you seeing in the fog?
The house. Their house.
Your parents?
And at the mention of his parents, Damir watches that anger flash back into his eyes, and his mouth curls into a snarl. His hands kind of tightening on the fabric of Lish's pants and stuff.
Ah. I'm sorry.
Can't believe I fell for something like that.
It's not your fault. It's just illusion.
And I hurt Lish because of it.
Well, just a scratch.
He's fine.
Take a lot more than that to kill me. And honestly, if you were going to kill me, I would rather you try and turn into an owlbear and do it. I feel like there's something more intimate to that.
I don't want
Sword
to think
with
about
your
killing
hands
you.
instead of your weapons.
Lish just kind of squeezes Toby a little bit. Just teasing.
Tobias
been
will
thinking
just remain chill.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Lish will
keep his
say,
head bowed.
You've been thinking about seeking revenge on them a lot. Is it something you want to do?
It wouldn't be right.
Forget about right and wrong. What do you want?
Would it make you feel better?
I don't know if it would.
Well, we can always come back around to it if we need to.
What's in front of us first?
I don't want to talk about them anymore.
Fair enough. We'll just, I think, chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's Aaron's reaction to all of this? Aaron wasn't under the effect of the fog,
Alright.
but he witnessed.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's not gonna intrude on the stuff. I mean, that's still personal. I think he'll probably over with Hawk, maybe Volk if Volk's also over there. But if Volk isn't just with Hawk, like just checking Hawk over, seeing how Hawk's doing.
Hulk is gonna double check in on Eitri since, well, the mere comforting people is only effective on Toby, really.
He just insists that he's fine.
Well, no, it'd be a, hey, we all have our demons. If you want to talk about it, good. If not, also good. But got your back, buddy.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I would rather not discuss it.
Fair enough. Some things are left best in the past. At which point Bob kind of does like a quick side hug and then kind of wanders over to kind of the middle of the rest of the group and it's just kind of, now what? while Hawk and Aaron have their moment.
Yeah. To actually answer Dove's thing, now that I've realized that my mic was hardware muted, um, Hawk's better. He's not unresponsive anymore, but he's still very quiet.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I don't think Aaron was there when he told Oak what was going on with him. So I think Aaron's just gonna sit down like next to Hawk, but also like kind of not facing him. The old like, have you seen those like S-shaped like love seat things?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, one sec.
Little conversation couch.
Little conversation couch.
I'm guessing it's like a couch that's like curved in, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. At any rate.
Or do you mean one of those S-shaped things, so you're kind of facing away from each other but at each other at the same time?
Yeah, one of those things here.
I don't really know.
Found an image.
Ah, one of those things. Okay.
Yeah. Aaron sits down like right next to Hawk, but also like
just like facing the opposite
direction. Right? And I'll just say what did you see?
Nothing. Like literally.
As in all encompassing kind of nothing?
Just not even blackness as far as the eye could see.
Yeah, that's I can see why you would not move at all in response to that. You out of there?
I'm here.
And Aaron will reach up and knock his head a little and say, completely?
I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's not every day you've got to confront complete nothingness.
Huck sort of reaches for his bag and says, maybe I should occupy it with something else.
That's probably a good idea. You're here now, and for better or for worse, there is a lot of stuff out here.
He grabs his tinker's tools first. And then I think what would the next step be in this project, actually? I don't know if he has paper. So I don't know if blueprinting or drafting ideas is on the table yet. I think he's probably still in the process of figuring out the mechanics of that broken gun. So he'll pick out the broken gun.
He mentions that he wants to draft something. Aaron, actually, fuck! I think Aaron gave all of his paper to the people in the Oasis.
Rip.
And Aaron does not offer to give him some paper.
He's like, I don't think Hawk has yet developed an understanding of how the pepper box works. So we're gonna try again here. Take a better look at the parts.
Roll a tinkering check.
Sure thing. That's dexterity or intelligence?
Well, depends. Are you trying to put something together right now, or are you just...
He's trying to reverse engineer.
You're examining.
He's examining, reverse engineering, etc.
Okay, so that would be investigation.
Okay, cool. Oh, hey, 19.
All Alright, you feel like you're starting to get more of an understanding of how this thing goes together when it is not blowing up in front of you and really setting the house on fire.
That's good. So he's probably like just taking it apart, sort of like in front of, but not in front of Erin, and sort of like poking at the little parts and go like, interesting. Well, that's how it fits together. Oh, weird. Etc., etc. Sort of like musing to himself a little.
And I have someone roll a d20.
I will.
Oh, okay.
That's a 13.
13. Let's see. All right. You guys had already gotten the encounter for 13, so I will give you 12 instead.
Or I rolled a 15.
15 works.
Sorry,
Alright.
everyone.
Well, all good.
Were we all rolling or just a couple of people?
Just one. Because just to see what random encounter you'll get. Alright, how long do you guys wish to rest here?
Maybe take a short rest and then keep going?
Sure. You can take a short rest. No prob.
Whatever the time it takes Toby to stop
yeah.
shaking so much.
Short rest is
If anyone is going to take some healing on their short rest, I can give them some food and it'll give them additional.
Do you have pastry that chases the shadows away? Because that might be.
No, unfortunately. But
I made this. I made this one with light bulb shards.
Yep. I can give everyone an extra 1d8 hit points to regain with their hit die. So.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure Lay on Hands only does it on a long rest.
Yeah,
it's long rest, not short.
Reloads on a long rest.
Okay. I've got way more points than Vault does, though, so I'll probably use that after I use a hit die and Demir's assistance.
I would like to use an edible and a hit die.
Edible?
What else would you call it?
I mean, you're not wrong. Connotations, but you're not wrong.
Connotations, schmonnotations.
I don't think Demir is baking weed bread yet.
Gotta wait for the good stuff from the Feywild.
Exactly.
And into that.
Yeah, you gotta use the good fake kush if you're gonna make weed bread.
Side tangent, that's the only way I could see Hawk getting high, is eating weed bread without knowing it's weed bread.
We'll put Kid in that for a later interaction.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this specifically so...
yes, unbeknownstly drugging your friends.
Not on purpose.
But fun.
Actually, never mind.
But yeah, Vault probably pops out her pocket fire, not for warmth, but more for, comfort for everyone.
All right.
Pockets hand.
So, are there any other conversations that would like to happen during this short rest?
Narration was on D8. No, that's later.
They should just chill.
All right. So y'all can mark down your your hit die and whatnot, and you eventually start to travel on your way.
Avery, as in Demir Avery, you said it was a 1d8 for the food short rest thing?
Yep, so you can add an additional 1d8 healing.
Cool. I will use 2 hit dice then, and add that to it, and then I'll...
And that's only for people who do actually choose to do healing?
Yeah, so
okay.
The short rest cookie basically gives you an additional hit points or a short rest. But I do have the like treats that can give you temp HP too. So if you want some of those, you can have. But
I think Tobias is fine because he's only down 10 HP. So
that's 14 for me, and I'll fill out some more with my lay on hands pool. So I'm sitting at 110, so that'd be 24 of them. I could probably do 34 for 120 instead. So anyways, 34.
All right.
How are you doing on healing, Hawk? I realized you were down, like, way down.
Yeah, Valkyria single-handedly brought me from 14 hit points to about half.
Okay.
So I just rolled 14 on hit die, including the pastry. So I'm expending some lay on hands pool to get me at least above 100.
Okay, because I could heal you.
Yeah, I've got it. Don't need to worry. Save your spell slots.
All right. So you guys continue on your way. As I said, the rocks at this point, the boulders are getting rougher, more jagged. You really do feel like you could probably hurt yourself if you touch them or try to stand on them. There are also various clusters of dead trees and in sort of almost groves. Near the path that you are walking on, you start to approach a tree that has been cut down, and what remains on the stump has been carved to resemble an anatomically correct human heart. And there is a hooded figure sitting on the stump, just getting some trail rations and keeping an eye on you guys.
This isn't the veiled mourner from the other night, right? Different cover face.
This, well, you can see that he has a more masculine frame, and is wearing a hood. You can also see that what parts of his face are visible. His skin seems to be violet, and he's noticing you guys as you're approaching, and he's not moving, but he's watching you. Like, his back is to the anatomically correct heart, kind of leaning against it like a chair.
Lish will kind of raise a hand and gesture of hello.
Hail, traveler.
Hail, traveler.
He walks with you and kind of returns Duster.
Is the hand and face human or other monstrousness?
Violet.
Maybe is a better.
Violet.
He seems to be a drow.
Oh.
Either that or a special colored tiefling.
White hair, if we can see it.
As much as you can see, given the hood.
Is he slightly floating over the stump?
No, he's not.
Oh no, he's hot.
I mean,
Oh
Is-
no.
yeah,
Purple
Yes,
skin,
he's
white
hot.
hair, an inch off the ground. He's a dreamboat.
he's yes, he's good looking. He's the approacher as you approach. Kind of like sharp features, turquoise eyes, and he has several braids, as is typical for many elvish cultures, kind of just pulled to the side, white hair.
It's some fine wood carving. Is there a reason you chose to do it up here?
This is not one of mine.
Oh.
Not know who bothered to carve this. I am just sitting here while I take my lunch. You do not look like typical denizens of the Feywild, or the Shadowfell, excuse me.
DM brain stuck in the Feywild. Good save,
When
though.
did we get to the Feywild?
Well,
No, it's fair. It's fair. We're all excited.
We're just traveling through. Same as you, it seems.
if you happen to know of any shadow crossing that lead to the Underdark, please let me know. I'm looking for a way back.
The Shadowfell Underdark or Primaterial Plane Underdark.
Prime material plane is not that close to the Underdark here.
Do you have a way to travel through planes?
I feel like if he did, he wouldn't be asking.
Not on purpose, but is why I am here.
Best
What
we
is your
can do.
name?
Sorry.
You go ahead.
Best we can do is the Feywild.
Yeah, like that would be an entirely other kind of work.
We will be
Kind of
going
just a
back
lateral
towards-
move.
We will be going back towards the prime material plane at some point, you realize, Valkyria.
Yeah, but does this gentleman really want to tag after us for a monster hunt and reversing a coup to get to the prime material plane?
Don't we have to go to the prime material plane first before we go in the Fey Hole? We have our
Oh,
travel.
right. We have a bunch of people in our.
Yeah, we have
Oh.
our extra companions to deal with.
Our world was confusing me.
We're from the prime material plane, and we do have a way to traverse. It's just we have limited resources to do it.
It's expensive. High level spell and all that.
What's your name?
I am Suneva Runwi.
Remember when DreamWorks invented a new
No, I don't remember that.
No.
Whoop.
Well,
Aaron
If you-
says that in camp. Anyway.
No.
if you don't mind being bored for a couple days,
Are we actually heading back before we
it
make
would
the
probably be a good idea to drop off our.
We need to deal with our friends.
That's
and
fair.
the pocket dimension.
Hmm.
The Fey hole can be used from wherever, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose we could let them loose in the Feywild, but that was against our promise of getting them to stability.
I don't think we should do that.
I don't think we should do that either. It sounds like a bad idea.
Did you just stumble into the Shadowfell? Go down a wrong tunnel, or.
I did. By the time I had discovered my error and retraced my steps, the shuttle crossing had disappeared.
That sucks, buddy.
Lish tries to not look a little bit amused. Because this is a story he's heard 1,000 times before.
Well, it's a little different than usual. Your version usually involves, oh yeah, we walked down a hallway and ended up in the Feywild, as opposed to, you know, the Shadowfell. There we go.
Same gimmick, different plane. And how long have you been here in the Shadowfell?
Difficult to say. A week, perhaps?
Isn't exactly a clear passage of time indication here. No sun to track. No moon either, as far as I can tell.
How have you been surviving so long? You have a set of skills.
I'm quick when I need to be. I am clever with a dagger. I am a good hunter, but I do not wish to eat the creatures that reside here. They typically carry infection.
That makes a surprising amount of sense.
I've been subsisting largely on the rations I've brought with me when hunting.
Have you heard anything about an undead bird?
I have seen the shadow birds flying about. Do my best to stay away from them.
Not quite the type of bird we're looking for.
How much does it cost to jump planes?
We need the fork, but I don't believe the fork's consumed.
No.
I think Demir is mostly referencing the amount, the spell level of what we need to use to make the jump.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything. It's just a high-level spell. Well, and yeah, we can get splinched pretty easily, so.
So we're only adding one. So if the dude wants to hang around for a couple days, he can tag with us when we drop off our people.
Yeah. Failing that, if he doesn't want to actually have traveling companions, he could just sort of follow along, stay at a respectable distance or however he feels, and then after we've gotten what we came here for, we can leave with him.
Or we're just going to take him for no.
Well, obviously a favor or a fare, but also we could drop him into the pocket dimension.
Well,
I don't think.
Do we want to drop a stranger in a pocket dimension that has a bunch of victims of abuse and sexual assault?
Let's not do that. Let's keep the pocket people where they are and not add any more elements into that mix.
I think if they help us out with the Phoenix capture, then that's pass adjourned.
We are hunters of our own type. We're after an undead phoenix. If you have any skills that could aid us, we will gladly take you with us to the prime material plane, or else you can continue wandering looking for a shadow crossing. Your choice.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a 25.
He seems to kind of consider you guys for a moment, and he's like looking at you all and seems to be sizing everyone up. I suppose that I could be helpful. I do not have much experience with undead beyond the ones I have encountered here. But I would welcome the assistance to get back to where I need to be.
Even another person helping us track it would be very helpful.
Another set of eyes, another set of hands. Well, although I suppose we are over inundated with eyes.
I can assist. I am good at moving through spaces unseen. Do you
That would be
believe
very
that
helpful.
would be helpful?
We're not exactly the sneakiest party, so that sort of skill set would be welcome, I think.
Very well. And what do I call all of you?
We are the
Use
wild.
Demir,
Yeah.
Valk, Hawk, Toby, Eitri, Aaron, and Lish. You're still going by Lish at the moment, right?
For right now.
Okay.
All right. I will try to remember the names. Double Toy.
Most we know about our quarry is it is holed up somewhere in the eastern mountain range.
That was Western.
Eastern, western.
West?
West. The Western mountain range. It spans from west to east.
The Easter mountain range.
Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up. A man recently passed by asking directions to the mountain. I did not know what to tell him.
Yeah.
Elvish?
Old man?
Old?
No?
Did he have a giant cat with him?
No?
Probably a
Is he
shot.
pale?
Vampire?
I mean, he had dark hair. Did not really stop the chat with him.
Possibly one of the natives, I'm not sure.
Fair enough. We just, with all the magical disturbances, there's a few people that we've run across a couple times that have proven to enjoy making life difficult for us, I suppose is the best way to put it.
He seems kind of suspicious, but doesn't say anything. He is not looking gift horse in the mouth right now.
We had a brief visit before by accident and ran into I'm not sure if he's a native, but he definitely was here, probably visiting. One Veral Zonala, I believe. We're trying to avoid him.
I see. Well, I suppose I will keep an eye out for this person.
It's a long, complicated story, but whether or not it is someone we know, it is interesting that someone else is after the Phoenix.
Well, going towards where the Phoenix is.
I'm not really
But
sure what else would be of note out here.
The short of the story is, when you're collecting power, even for good, it's not uncommon to either create enemies or, people who are jealous of your situation.
Very well. Lead the way, I suppose.
Going on.
All right. I'm gonna have to give this guy proper stats now because I'm just expect guys to be like, "Hey, do you have directions?"
Well, it's your fault for saying he's wanting to get back to the prime material plane.
It's your fault for saying he's hot.
If you put any manner of creature in our path, we will either adopt or fuck it, depending on what manner of thing
Fight,
it's.
fuck, or adopt.
Look, if you don't want them to be adopted by the party, don't make them hot and don't make them cute.
Yeah.
Although I suppose Sniv doesn't. I suppose Sniv falls under cute.
From here on out,
It
all we will
falls
run.
under cute. The brain falls under cute.
From here on out, every random encounter is an ugly, mean troll.
Hags.
Look, it took a lot for my last DM to be able to come up with a villain that was like, yeah, we'll just unquestioningly kill them. Took a couple trial and error.
All right. Well, the real question is, which one of you is gonna seduce the Indefinite?
I don't think any of us are. Oh
Oh,
my
it's
god,
Bob
stop
Kieran,
trying
I
to
saw
do
that
hand.
now.
Whoever seduces him, Tobias will be judging them, and I, as the player, will be judging them super fucking hard.
Look, I just want to say, Demir has a really good track record in seducing ancient
Tobias would
elf
divorce
wizards.
Demir. That would be divorceable offense.
I think Toby's got to do it. Toby's the only one that wouldn't put his heart into it.
That would be a crime.
Okay. Hot drow acquired. Guys, continue on the rest of your way. I would love a marching order at this point.
Well, we're out of the fog, so I guess we don't need to be baby chained together. How like rocky and bad is it getting as far as traversing?
No, not too dangerous at the moment.
Okay.
There's boulders, the trees are becoming less frequent. But
Are we on horses at this point, or have we had to revert to on foot?
You've been traveling for a few hours now.
Right, marching order then.
Find a token for the guy later when necessary.
I think
You could just grab like a generic cloaked figure, honestly.
I think Aaron's sticking near the guy, and yeah. If the guy's towards the front, he'll be in front of him. If the guy's towards the back, he'll be behind him.
Sunny. Yep, he's gonna be Sunny, which is ironic for a drow.
Skill issue.
Sunny Evil, the drow.
Well, Valk can take the back and be the back tank if Aaron's up front.
Sounds good.
I'll be like middle front towards Aaron, I guess.
Okay.
So you've got.
You'd probably be towards the middle of the squishy wizard.
It's like Aaron, Valk, Eitri, Valk? No. Wait.
You could just say you're in the middle and call it good enough.
I'm just trying to figure out what the current order is.
Right now I have Aaron, Lish, Eitri, Bulk.
Okay, so Volk's running back. I'll probably be somewhere near the middle front then. So
Okay.
maybe like third in line.
Okay. I would put Bulk and Tobias back, and
Demir will be middle back, kind of with Toby and Bulk.
The
Where
back
would
of the
you-
gooey core.
Yeah, goo core.
where would you like your drow friend?
Drow friend is by Aaron.
Oh, I forgot I have called another D-bone here, so there are some drow.
Drow, drow, everywhere, drow.
Old
Mm.
Mick Drow Mick had a drow. Drow.
Okay. Demir, where did you say you were?
Middle
Rear of the
back.
gooey core.
Yeah, and at the end of the goo core. I'm bringing up the squishy rear.
All right. Cool.
I can't believe no one made a joke about that.
Yet.
I know, right? I'm sitting here giggling about that joke and no one else is reacting.
I'm not trusting myself to make jokes today.
That's the best time to make them.
No one's appreciated my jokes today because they've mostly been dark or bad.
The dark place.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
And we get attacked by the Phoenix.
So the path starts to get a little more narrow as you encounter more boulders. I would love for Aaron and Lish to make perception checks since y'all are in front.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been better.
It's a 12. It's a 12.
Oh God.
12 from the
Um,
show, no.
Aaron, 21.
All right.
Nice, Darren.
Save.
Aaron is carrying.
Aaron, you spot it first. There is standing among the boulders. There's at this point there's a low clinging mist to the ground, not the same as the fog you encountered earlier today. But there is a large creature that just seems to be kind of weaving its way in between the jagged stones.
Aaron will send a round of messages back, indicating the thing, but isn't gonna say anything out loud or like point at it or anything. He's trying to keep his body language as if he hasn't seen it.
It seems to be very tall and dark, with twisted horns that kind of reach back, and to pinpoint like softly glowing blue eyes. It has not seemed to notice you guys yet, but it looks very dangerous.
Must be what we
House without
warned
a
about.
trace.
Pally sense.
I don't know if it's in
What's the
range.
distance?
That's a good question.
I believe
Let-
it's 60 feet. Let me double check. I've got it on my thing. $60 feet, yeah.
It is out of range.
So I don't expend the thing. How far is it roughly?
From you or from Aaron, who's in the front?
You say from the front
me.
of the party. Oh, never mind.
about 140 feet.
Okay, that would take some doing to Pally sense it.
I also think that if we're within 60 feet, it would probably notice us.
Likely. Is it hominid?
It seems to be standing upright, vaguely humanoid shape, but the creature itself is cloaked in darkness. Now that Erin has pointed it out, you all just get this sense of dread looking at it.
I could make a fog cloud, or I guess I could make a wall of ice around us.
It hasn't noticed us yet.
Kind of like to
And-
keep it that way,
Not as far as you
personally.
can tell.
Is there
wall
a
of ice
place
would
that we can hide?
Fog cloud, maybe, and pass without a trace?
I'll tell you what, I would be happy to give you a visual.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Stealth
Yeah.
map, stealth map. Or maybe just the big guy.
Oh,
Ah.
20.
It does sound pretty smiteable, though.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea. That's not what I was implying. I was just saying it sounded smiteable.
Fair
Yo,
enough.
that looks like a fucking Eldritch being. We don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, no, that's a friggin' size 3 guy. I don't think we want to.
I want to see it. Pull up.
Big with many G's.
Show me the man.
A featherless biped of considerable size.
I can show you a proper visual on of his whole body instead of just the token. Because the internet.
Oh shit. Big.
Yes, internet.
Oh, we're thankfully a ways away.
It does look smiteable.
I really want to fog cloud so that I can.
Yeah, Lish is pretty instinctively gonna look to stealth us with Pass Without a Trace and
Okay.
see if we can get in between these rocks here to our right. Like
Looking up a spell.
Yeah, honestly, Demir sees that fucking thing looming over us and just kind of taps her little staff on the ground and casts fog cloud to try and obscure us a little bit. From
What
view.
is the range for the fog cloud?
It is
what's the radius?
120 feet.
Okay.
Of radius or of distance?
It's 20 foot. Sorry, it's a 20-foot sphere, 120-foot range.
Okay.
So,
20-foot sphere. Let me just.
120-foot radius would just be fog, not a fog cloud.
yeah.
Just like alter weather or something. I don't know.
That.
Is
Is this about where you want?
Yeah, could I put it like kind of actually more like up here so that it kind of obscures us from its vision? Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah, like there.
Okay.
So that we're not visible, but we're also not blinded.
All right. I would love for everyone to make a stealth check.
with Pass Without a Trace.
Plus 10 because Pass Without a Trace. I will use random stats for Senegal right now.
You know what? I think it's important to do this. I am also gonna help with this. Hawk, have advantage on dexterity, so you're no longer at disadvantage.
Yeah, you can do that.
Enhance ability. If I
enough.
cast it with a 3rd level spell, I get 2 people, and we're the 2 problem children.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's negate that disadvantage for sure.
22 for Lish.
Nat 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay, the gummy shark dice are like consistently performing. That's 13 base, so 23, 26.
31.
30 for
23.
Tobias.
Woo!
It's never been stealthier.
Little sundial is also able to roll with the +10.
Yeah, so Zinnival just vanishes. Eitri is not too bad.
Picked up someone stealthy before this.
Okay, so you guys are all feeling confident in your ability to be stealth.
Sneak.
Do we want to continue following this path, or should we go around in the hilly area to the left?
If we can push up and then perhaps distract it with a noise, and then move behind it while it's distracted.
What kind of noise can we generate? Does Biog have a ball of bells to drop at height somewhere?
Unfortunately not. I can't pass anything to her that would create a lot of noise. The best I could personally do is charging my sword and then striking something, but that would draw it to my position, which would require me to stay behind, which I do not think is a good idea.
What's the range on Mage Hand?
I think it's pretty decent. It's like 30-ish or more. Sounds about right to me.
It is 30 feet.
Okay.
I would much prefer
To be further
something
from it.
further from me. So I suppose we could always go with the, non-magical option of just yeeting a rock in the opposite direction we want to go.
I could also cast light through Biog, I think.
I
You
do have
cast Mage Hand through-
invisibility.
What did Mir say?
I have invisibility. If we are wanting to distract it, I could go invisible and throw a rock or two away. Get it away from the group and whatnot, I suppose. Could try. It's an option.
At this point, the creature seems to have noticed the fog.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's go time.
Is it investigating or is it just noticing that there's a fog? It is the Shadowfell and there's lots of spooky things around.
It does move towards the path a little bit.
Ah, shit.
You're in the general direction.
Let's move toward those rocks to our right. See if we can't break line of sight.
Yeah,
Lish is
so
encouraging us to get up in here.
Yeah.
Let's go right and let's throw something left.
Well, no, it's already investigating the fog cloud, so it's focused on that. If we don't make much noise, it shouldn't get further distracted.
Okay, let's
Lish
go over
is moving.
difficult. Yeah, let's go over difficult terrain with our sneaky.
Okay. Erin, are you saying
Someone
put?
grab Aaron.
Okay. So Demir is actually going to cast invisibility on herself.
Okay.
And she's going to actually sneak off this way. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I am invisible, so
You
They
don't
can't see
know she's with us. Oh no.
Well, Demir's causing problems. What's new?
We'll deal with them later.
They're Demir's problems right now.
I rolled a natural 1 on my intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Demir has turned invisible. As far as you know, she's still there. Are you guys just staying crouched?
I think we're trying to move
Very sneaky creeping.
yeah. Sort of like just slowly, discreetly moving through the chasm. Trying
Yeah,
to
moving
avoid
through the chasm, trying to keep rocks slash trees and foliage and stuff in between.
All right.
It's like
them
assuming
and
that he's
breaking line
assuming
of
that
sight.
he's gonna assuming that he's gonna go like this way to
We
go
could
check
go
out the
this
fog.
way.
We could probably snake through this way.
Looking at this creature, there's just a sense of doom and death.
Well,
Bad
we're
times
using
and
our
times.
decent rolls and making a break for it.
Most of you, anyway.
Most
Well,
of
we're
us,
hoping.
yes.
Yeah, so Demir's trying to keep an eye on the group and on the creature, and if the creature seems to notice the group, then she'll
How do
do
you
something, but
Smart. Okay.
how do you
Go to select, drag, like click and drag, and then you should be able to select the line and delete it with backspace.
aha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. People are creeping, moving forward, being stealthy.
Creeping. Being stealthy.
Creeping.
Okay.
Hiding behind these bushes.
All right. Okay. Valkyria and Tobias, from where you guys are standing, you notice that close to where the creature is, but you seem to be just out of its radius, all the plants just still die.
That's bad. Tobias will not make any sounds.
I think each tree and Aaron are keeping up with the party. They're not.
Aaron
Yeah,
and Tree need to be moved.
Yeah.
we're going. We're moving. Lucia's
Bulk
going.
kind of waves to let the people behind know and like kind of wave them to the right side of the passage.
Y'all keeping up. Lucia's up
Going
here.
right.
Go.
And Bulk kind of stops and is watching as everyone's moving past this kind of gap in the rocks.
Lucia kind of waits until everybody catches up and then kind of keeps going.
Okay. Demir.
She's keeping up.
she was moving.
It's okay. I
Moving
just
at the
need
same
to talk
time.
to you saving throw. As
Okay.
You catch the.
That is a natural 20
Okay.
for
Woo!
a total of 22.
Right.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay,
For total of 21, you said?
22.
22. Okay. You can just, like, as you make your way to join the others, you can just feel this, like, pulsating necrotic energy as something just tries to take and rip your life away. But you are able to step away. But the creature does start looking around more carefully now. Could you get the impression it did sense you on some level.
Alicia's gonna wait until more people catch up before moving forward.
Yeah.
Did anyone get below a 19 on their stealth check previously?
I
don't think so.
don't think so.
No, I rolled a 31. Yeah, 31.
Got like a 22.
Got a
I
26.
think we all rolled above a 20, I think.
The question is
Pass with the
eat
tricky
tree,
disease.
but the drow disappeared.
No, Drow's right here.
No.
He just
You said he disappeared. He rolled.
He's good.
Wow.
Yeah, E3 got a 20.
he's probably at least part rogue.
Got 23.
Yeah.
Come on, Demir.
How does the group looks far enough away?
We're moving up this way.
Okay.
Alicia's just making sure everybody's caught up. We gotta book it though. Oh shit!
Yeah, I was
no,
going
we gotta
to say,
we gotta
actually,
go.
can I before right before I was going to climb up, I was going to drop a spell on it as it's in the fog cloud.
Oh, God.
Okay. I will move it back.
Oh,
then.
okay.
What spell?
I am dropping Nathar's Mischief on it.
Okay.
So let me roll.
I'll break your invisibility.
That's
would
okay.
break
I'm
yours.
I'm
Okay.
stealthed still. So drops. So I kind of look at it where it's standing in the fog cloud, and I'm just like, don't follow us. And the fog cloud kind of condenses, and these droplets start forming in the air, and they're actually like kind of sticky, and it's molasses, and the whole 20-foot cube that it is standing in is difficult terrain.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna book it stealthily to my
Before
friends.
I would love for you to make a wisdom saving throw this time.
That is a hold on. This is fucking. I know how math works. That's a 25.
25. All right. So you'll take half damage as it points at you.
Ouch.
So half damage, you take. You only take 21 necrotic damage that points at you, and you just get this deep dread that clutches at your heart, and you feel like you're going to die. But you didn't escape the frightened condition and being paralyzed.
Cool. It sees me. Does it see my friends?
Sees you.
Cool. Well, as a reaction to me taking damage, I am going to turn invisible again.
Okay.
And teleport 60 feet away. So I am going to bop over here.
Okay.
So since this happened
So at
literally,
this point, I would love for everyone to roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Time to roll.
So- you know, Balk, who is
God
right
damn you
on
all.
top of this, sees Demir pop into existence, go and pop back out of existence. It's just like, fuck. Oh yeah, I get advantage on this.
Okay.
Warning weapon.
I'm going to tell you guys something fun as the DM. I would recommend you retreat.
Yeah, I was already
That was
like
the
thinking.
plan.
That's the plan. I was
Initiative is probably
trying
going
to
to
give
be
us
used.
a chance to get the fuck away.
But that does not mean you should go balls to the wall here.
We're all still stealthed, sort of.
Not a combat encounter. This is a run for your life encounter.
Okay.
Right. Jesus. Okay. I think I'm using this dice a lot more now.
And I will just use regular stats for Guy.
3 22s, and he still goes first right now. Damn.
I will give your new drow friend proper stats later. Here are your stats, Petrie. I feel like you should have them. Here we go. Okay. All right. Demir?
That's a 12.
Cool. Aaron?
That was. Fuck, I've forgotten. That was a 14.
Okay. All right. So the creature goes first. It's interesting, Demir, because despite the difficult terrain of Molasses, it just takes a large step and steps into the air, so it's kind of hovering, and moves here-ish.
You just moved everything.
Why?
I don't know.
Moves here-ish. And everyone is out of range, but it's still please, Demir at this point.
We still have the fog cloud though over some of us, most of us. Where?
No, fog cloud is stationary.
Oh, okay.
Can't really do anything beyond, I guess, just approach Demir. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait, did everyone move up while Valk was waiting for Demir and Demir triggered it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I got some bad news, guys.
Oh dear.
Hold on. Everyone except Valkyria. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so the radius, I believe, is 10
Me
feet
included?
on my aura.
Me, yes, you will need
I
Demir.
think Demir and our new buddy are the only people who don't get my +3.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just double checking.
For Lish, 21.
21 for Aaron as well.
Okay.
Or protection, there it is. Yeah, 10 feet. So all of you get a +3, except for Demir and Drow Buddy. What saving throw was it?
Constitution.
Constitution, thank you.
13.
Damn, okay. 23.
Okay. What did Tobias get?
Sorry, I got momentarily distracted. My boyfriend came in to ask me what I wanted for lunch. What was the role it's supposed to be doing?
Constitution
We're doing
saving throw.
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
You do have a +3 because you are within Hawk's aura.
Okay. Oh, that +3 won't do shit. That's a 10.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not good.
Sorry, remind me again. Oh wait, no, you were good. You're out of range. Okay.
Oh, he is?
Are you?
So
Wait, no, you're not.
you're not Valk.
Oh, never mind.
I didn't hear the name. I'm sorry.
Neither did I.
Okay, so anyone that got below a 21 takes 13 necrotic damage.
That's not that bad.
Which does include Eitri. please don't forget to take into account your hit points from earlier.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That's it for the creature's turn. Lish.
I have a thing for this. Okay. All right. Go ahead. I've got it. I'm excited. Don't mind me.
Okay, so this thing is basically just stomped its way over here.
Yeah.
We didn't
It
hear-
saw Demir, went after Demir, and now because you guys are in its aura, he's more or less aware of you guys. At least your existence.
I mean, Demir is still invisible, though, so does it seem to have, like, a fixation on a certain point, or... I mean, we're all...
It knows the direction that
Are we still stealthed with Pass It Without a Trace still, or, like,
Yeah.
can it see us?
You don't know if it can see you, but it is aware of your existence on some level due to its aura. But it might not know exactly where you are.
Okay. In that case, Lish gonna keep low in the bushes and kind of look to everybody and just be like, kind of like, shh, like face. And he's gonna point towards the north and pull out his egg of fog that he got from the puddle friends. And I believe that it just hides this area.
Yes, that is also 20 feet.
40 feet radius sphere of
40
fog
feet.
appears.
Okay.
Spreads around corners, area obscured for 1 hour, unless the wind blows it away.
Okay.
And he'll just crack it in his hands. He's not gonna make a big fuss out of it.
Okay. Just right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you move at all?
Yes. I'm gonna. Once the fog goes, I'm gonna shift up towards this rock behind this rock area.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. I can get kind of like here on the edge of the fog. And that's my turn.
Tobias.
Okay. I'm just gonna measure distance real fast, just to make sure. Yeah, because he has a max move speed of 45. Is there a way, like following the path that Lish is going down and stuff, there's a way around that rock and stuff to continue up and around? Okay. Then Tobias will follow Lish's lead and proceed as far as he can go that turn. If I go up to like here, is that technically on the rock itself, or is that like behind it?
I'll say you're going around the rock.
Okay. I think that would be about 45.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of his turn. He's just focusing on getting out.
Hawk.
Okay. I have several plans forming in my mind right now. I'm not sure which of them is the best. We do have the cover of fog, though.
Reminder: you just started initiative.
Yes.
Have you chosen your person?
Yeah, I was thinking Eitri. Vow to protect the prince and all that. He did promise. So here's what I'm thinking. I've got a couple options. Hawk has a 4th level Paladin Aura spell that grants the resistance to necrotic, and also gets people up if they're at 0 hit points. Here, I'll share it in the Roll20 chat. But that is a spell, and it would probably break stealth because it does have a verbal component.
It would break stealth for you. All right.
That's not. I'm not committing to that though. I'm sort of pulling opinions. He does also have the Cape of the Mountebank, which lets him cast Dimension Door once per long rest, and he can take someone with him. And it does have a range of like 500 feet.
Get out of there, you know.
Yeah. So like basically like I can make it so that myself and one other person just leaves. So what I'm thinking, perhaps, is I cast Aura of Life and spend a turn going backwards with one other person. And then once it's away from everyone else, I can mountebank to the exit.
Backwards? I would just go, personally.
This is the direction you're headed for the purposes of this map.
Yeah, we're going north.
Yeah, like the objective is to go north, but because I have a 500-foot range teleport that can bring someone else with me, I could use that to just instantly escape myself and another person, but I feel like that would lose the utility of a potential necrotic resistance aura. And we sort of think like they're chasing after this one point. I'm not really sure. But like if I can give it a new point of focus and make it go the other way, I can then use Cape of the Mountebank to escape on my next turn. Lars is raising his hand. What is it, Lars? We're still muted. Oh, there you go.
I got separated from the party, and there's a fog cloud hiding everyone and their actions. Just for your mental math.
Lish gestured back at everybody and like pointed north, so...
You used the egg first.
I did not use the egg first. Why would I have gestured if I was in a giant fog? Why would I have gestured in a fog?
He was gesturing go north, and then he used the fog cloud.
Okay.
Yeah. So Valk does have some basic directions for that. So, like, I'm sort of considering, like, do I cast the aura to give us some more time, break stealth, and then use that to distract him and then teleport next turn? Or do I just get me and one other person the hell out of Dodge? How confident is everyone else in their escape? I could go back and grab you, Valk. Whether or not I do the retreat, like, I think my play is to teleport with Valkyria.
Me and you with the two paladins can go tank it for a round while everyone's running, and then you can back the two of us.
No, absolutely not. Don't engage it if you don't have to. Especially with this necrotic aura that it has.
Yeah.
Even if you guys are paladins, I wouldn't risk it.
That's the thing, though, is that I have a spell that gives resistance to necrotic damage to myself and everyone within 30 feet.
But do we want to chance it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm asking.
You're taking Eitri with you, right? So
I think you should
He can get himself out.
I'm more concerned about Valkyria with a lower sort of like movement speed and stuff like me, and who's also the furthest behind. If I mountebank anyone out of the map, it's going to be Valkyria. The question is whether I do that now or later.
I would just go, personally. But what would Hawk do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because, like, he would do either.
My suggestion as the DM is to just get out.
Alright. So I think my turn then is going to be moving back to Valkyria, and then I will cast my Dimension Door for the day via Cape of the Mountebank to teleport us basically just off the north end of the map.
Okay. Like, over this way?
Yeah, like up the path, maybe like past here.
So I'll just leave you guys there, and we'll know that you're further away. Stop drawing on the map. Get it.
We get it. We get it. You can probably just put Valkyria flush with the map border as well, just to note, like, yeah, we're out.
What the
Like
fuck
right-
is happening?
like right here. Here.
The
There.
doodle's now attached to Val. Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it. There we go. Okay.
Alright, so we're escaped.
All right. Itri's turn. He's going to get just right about to the edge of fog cloud so he can see out, and then he casts Far Step, and he also yeets himself off this way. Buddy Boy's turn. He's gonna do some rogue shit and just also run. No one wants to fuck with this thing. Aaron.
Aaron will burn a rage, thus activating instinctive pounce. And he's gonna run 60 feet up. Look.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I don't have anything else to do. He'll also dash, which I don't think combines with instinctive pounce movement. So he's going, I think, 100 feet out of dodge.
All right. Vault, you're good to go. You're out of there. Damir.
Cool. So I become visible at the start of my turn, and I would like to. I'm going to. Trying to decide. It very much followed me even when I was invisible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I don't. Big guns. Should I big guns out of here? Okay.
Get out of there. Get going.
All right, then bonus action. I'm going Fey form.
Okay.
I got my wings. I'm gonna fly 40 feet away. I'm gonna fly. Let's see. I'm gonna fly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fly up over here. And is it still tracking me specifically, or has it picked up on the other folks? Like, where is its head?
On the other folks, but you don't know.
Its head is not specifically following me when I'm going opposite where my friends were going, or a different direction.
Tell you what, roll perception or insight right now.
Wow, that's a natural 1.
You don't know.
I'm scared.
God damn it. Okay, then. Okay, then yeah, I'll just use my action to dash.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fly another 40 feet up a ways, but I'm going to try and keep kind of not directly where the party is, like perpendicular to them, so that if it is following me specifically, it will go away from the party, and if it's following the party specifically, I am still like close enough to help.
Gotcha.
So,
all right, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's my bonus action movement. So yes.
So the creature starts moving in this direction where it had sent the others before, but it can't find anyone. It rolled terribly on its intelligence check, but that's its turn.
If I wild shape will that break my stealth? I don't think so, because it's concentration. It for pass without a trace. So
taking action does break stealth.
It's not an action to wild shape. It's a bone. Oh, it is an action. Never mind.
The creature just seems to be kind of stumbling blindly in the fog cloud right now.
You and Toby are both going next, and you can both just like get out of there if you both take a dash action.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna double dash 60
Alright.
feet movement out of there and just pass Toby and
just like past the rock here and just go. Woo!
yeah, it'll just get me right off the map.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You get out of dodge.
I give Toby a look that says run and okay.
Okay. Tobias.
Just to confirm, dashing is an action. Does that break invisibility?
We're not invisible. We're just sneaky.
Or not invisibility, sorry. Stealth. The stealth thing. It will? Okay.
It won't matter if you're off the map.
The creature is in a fog cloud right now and can't.
Okay, so it won't matter if I dash.
Yeah.
Tobias will follow Lish's lead and dash the fuck out of there.
Alright. So
90 feet of movement, baby.
you guys all just book it from this creature. You're able to get a clean getaway, and leave the sense of dread and just death it had behind you. And as you guys run, you're very close to the foot of the mountain. You'll probably be able to start climbing the mountain next time.
Just real fast, for my 1 minute that I still have this spell up, could I potentially like fly up a little and do a little looky-loo around and try and get like a sense of the like landscape around us and then fly back down?
Lots of boulders, lots of rocks. You're basically at the foot of the mountain now. Perception check, just real quick.
For everyone or just Amir?
Emir.
Okay.
Just a mere. Perception. That is a 17.
17. You're able to spy more or less a natural path along the side of the mountain that you guys could use to get up to climb the cliffs.
Awesome. Yeah, I am going to fly over towards that path and land and wait for my friends to...
All right. And that is where we will call session for the day.
Woo!
We did it.
Narrowly escaping the jaws of the fight.
Sorry, guys.
No, it was a good plan.
I was trying to keep it away from like coming back or at least slow it down. Sorry.
I mean, like that's also just like it's a good moment. It was a good idea. It was great for Dimir. It's just that like we didn't expect it to not only have that aura of like necrotic sense, much less damage, but also to just be able to completely say no to difficult terrain.
Floating.
Yeah. Bro literally just
That's
looked at the air and went, ooh, step stool.
That's this universe's Essek Thalis. We thought it was the
Yeah.
drow, but
I'm like, he had a chance of being charmed, he had a chance of being blinded, or he had a chance of running away in a random direction for all of its movements.
But that was a Nightwalker, you guys. Pretty fucked up dude. He could have perma-killed you guys if you had done stupid things.
Like, fight him.
Dream.
But anyway, thanks
GG.
for playing, guys.
Thank you
DMing.
for DMing and putting up with our stupid decisions and comments.
I will give your new drow friend that, I guess.
I mean, he won't need them for very
New
long
friend.
unless he intends to come back for the indefinite. I don't
Look,
think he will.
we need a rogue. Maybe we can get him to stick around.
Yeah.
Wizard.
He kind of
Intrigue,
gives me
rogue.
like, I don't know who the fuck you people are. I'm just here to get back home energy. I don't think he'll be
Look,
sticking
look.
around.
Sundial. We
Hmm,
we can help you out.
Getting his name wrong probably doesn't help.
Anyway,
Anyway,
thanks for playing, guys. Super
Thank
fun,
you.
as always.
as always. Yeah. See you next week.
See you next time.
Woo!
Bye.
They ate my hand.